I think the best way that higher education can use technology is to improve access. Through education, people can become so much more than they are, whether it's their family status or anything like that. If you can provide them with access to education at a cheaper price, then you're allowing them to open so many doors.
Watching professors really incorporate technology into not just their lecture, but actually how they teach the course outside the classroom. That's what our technology and our information systems especially do really well now, is breach gaps of distance and time.
I think just taking advantage of the interactive stuff that there is online, and finding those resources and making them available, but at the same time not abandoning hard paper, because I know a lot of classes will be like, oh, all the reading's online, and reading 30 pages online is really hard. So finding the balance between those things.
Offering some of the online courses for credit where it's interactive and actually with a professor, I think that's a really cool idea that they should continue expanding upon.
I like the idea of phasing out flyers instead and using TVs instead. And I think we should bring back public use computers, because a lot of people like those.
I think that if we have more smart screens in just most classrooms, it would be really nice, because I've been in classrooms that say they have smart screens, but I don't really understand what that means.
More online course usage. The way I'm really thinking about that is respect to Blackboard. I know there's some professors who still don't use it. I think it is a very excellent tool, a very resourceful way of getting whatever your assignments are, whatever your documents are, especially syllabus and things like that.
We could take more advantage of the paperless aspect of education and have us use less paper, use textbooks maybe on an iPad or on a Kindle, and have us make that transition into using technology to read and to complete papers and to turn in assignments.
So I think that education on both ends, the students being taught it and the professors being taught to use it, is more important than just handing them 30 iPads and expecting them to utilize them in their curriculum.
Be able to advertise events and things that are going on better, then people could take more advantage of the resources we have.
New media in general can be incorporated into every field a lot better, because the internet offers so many things that you can learn from that it's really refreshing when teachers use that. So I've had a teacher who used Twitter as a big part of class. I've had a teacher who teaches a lot about foreign websites that, that's something that we can do now that we couldn't do 30 years ago. And so I think just really accessing the internet and all of the weird niches that it offers.
Having a centralized hub for all of the information to be stored together in one place instead of having it in different sites all over the place, it would just be a whole lot more easier to access and have a lot of people more connected into the flow of things.
A lot of professors now are still into the whole chalkboard thing, and especially my econ professor, he never put anything on Blackboard. He just scribbled on the chalkboard the entire time, and I think really utilizing slides and stuff like that has helped me, especially when you're studying for finals later. It's easier to read than my own handwriting.
It would be nice to get some plugs in the library so everybody, can charge their stuff.
I think professors could definitely be more accessible via the internet, and I know one of my professors used to have office hours over Skype or something, so that's something professors could consider.
Be accessing social media as much as possible, it's the 21st century. I think classrooms need to keep up with the trends. Twitter, for example. Let's use it more.
But to also make sure that they don't use it so much that some students are out of reach, because technology is expensive at the end of the day. So make sure that it's for every student, not just for the ones that can afford the newest stuff.
Yeah, more computers, I don't know.